Why can't it say that loud all the time?
It just doesn't.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, Buttwood fans. What are they calling themselves?
No, I made it up.
What is it?
Buttheads.
Oh yeah, hi Buttheads.
It's been a little while because it was New Year's and then we were recovering from New Year's and then we moved.
Yeah.
And then I'm a little bit sick at the moment. But here we are.
We're now living in Karlshorst, which we realised is literally my sister's husband's whole name. His name is Karlhorst, and that's really funny. We're across the road from the train station, which feels like home, because we also lived across from a train station in Newtown. Yeah, so what do you want to talk about, Zach?
I mean, probably New Year's. We took some footage of our night for New Year's. It was a long journey.
It was such a long journey. I feel like because it started from very early morning New Year's Eve and it ended on New Year's Day at like 8 a.m.
It was more than 24 hours.
Yes. The whole us trying to do something for New Year's Eve spanned 24 hours. Yeah. Even though we weren't in the club the whole time, like, and we did sleep in the middle, the whole thing took 24 hours. So, yeah.
It started with us waking up at 4 or 5 a.m. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
Something around then. So we're getting ready to go to Berghain. I went to sleep at 8 p.m. last night. What time did you go to sleep, babe?
Yeah, around the same time.
Around 8 p.m. And it's now 4:41. We both just took showers and we're trying to pick our outfits, and then we'll eat some food and go. The plan is to get there around 5:36.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll see how long the line is, if we can get in. We're not gonna film in the line because that is a dead giveaway for them not to let you in. But just wanted to make this. Do you want to jump in?
Hi. It's like just my head. Look how cool my shirt is. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to wear it yet. I haven't decided. Yeah. Rob, our friend who was trying to get us on the door list, couldn't get us on the door list anymore because he said the demand was probably too high. So we've got to line up with the plebs.
Oh well. Alright.
Yeah.
Let's keep getting ready. See you in a bit. Yeah, breakfast of champions.
Breakfast before the club. Gotta fuel up. Gotta fuel up.
This is us leaving for the club.
I think that was a video.
Are you ready
I'm ready.
to get rejected?
The reason we did that, we should explain, is because we found out that to get into Berghain, the lines are shorter if you go in the morning.
I mean, yeah. So the Berghain event started at midnight on the 31st. So
No, on the 30th.
Yeah, but I'm saying midnight is in the start of the day on the 31st.
Okay, yeah. So yeah.
And yeah, we talked about going then, but I was like, I don't want to. I was like, I'd rather sleep, and then wake up and go, which is what they do in Berlin here a lot. The locals do, which it is actually a really good way to do it. To fully slept, you eat breakfast, and then you go and you kind of get your whole day's worth of energy to be at the club. Which it makes sense why they would go for 12 hours, because they would actually have proper energy rather than going at the end of the night where you've had a whole day and then you're like, all right, I'm going to stay up for another.
And there's more chance of doing your life the next day as well, because if you go clubbing during the day, then you still get
Sleep
to have a life. Yeah. So that's what we tried to do, because the New Year's party at Berghain went for 4 days. So it was meant to start like at midnight going into New Year's Eve. Then the party would go for all of New Year's Eve. And then, you know, you'd hit midnight, and then it would go for all of New Year's Day. And then another 2 days, I guess. So yeah, we tried to get in at, what was it, like 6 a.m. on New Year's Eve.
Yeah. Dark outside. I said it's dark.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, the line was really short. So, you know, what we had read and what people had told us was true. The line is short on a Sunday morning. However, we still got knocked back. Yeah, so there is a lack of footage from right after us getting knocked back, because we had to take some time to process that, do some self-therapizing, because when some random fucking people at the door of a club tell you, just by looking at you, that you can't get in, makes you feel a lot of feelings.
Yeah. Especially if you're like stone cold sober and you're like, but I'm a really nice person and I'm cool. You should let me inside your club. I got up at stupid o'clock in the morning, came all the way out here. The sun hasn't even risen yet. And yet I don't deserve to be in the club.
Yeah.
But whatever. We went to another club and it was cool. And we got more of a nap.
Yeah. So after that happened, we were like, well, fuck, what do we do now? And Tresor, which we'd heard was a really cool club and happened to be across the road from us, was having a New Year's event, and it was also ticketed. So we got tickets to that because having the guarantee of having a ticket to get into somewhere, it was like a guarantee of getting in as well. So that was another big reason why we chose that. So yeah, we went home, we slept, got up to go to Tresor.
Close to my face. Do 1.4.
That's close. Alright, so it's now like 12 hours later. Then our first attempt to do New Year's, 7 p.m. We're going to go check out the line at Tresor and see if it's worth lining up now that the party starts at 10 p.m. But
yeah, if the line's short, we can come back home because the club is literally across the road from where we're staying.
Yeah, but if it's starting to get long, we might line up to make sure that we get in the club at midnight, before midnight. Okay, wish us luck. There was no one in the line, so we're going to go back.
I wanted to give myself a longer neck.
At 8:45.
Yeah, but there was no one in the line, so we got to come home and watch TV before we leave for the second time.
Yeah.
We're going to start Ted Lasso. And while we were waiting in line, there were literal fireworks exploding above our heads, because in Berlin on New Year's, everyone is exploding fireworks fucking all over the streets everywhere. It's so dangerous, and it sounds like gunshots, but it was really cool to see them right above your head. Like, I've never seen fireworks that close in my entire life, so that was pretty special. But we couldn't get any footage of that because it was while we were waiting in the line, and people had already put stickers on our phone by that point. So
yeah, because in Berlin they don't want you to take photos or videos in the club, and like people, you can obviously peel the sticker off, but most people don't. Only one person that we saw was taking videos in the club.
yeah,
But yeah,
he looked like a wanker.
yeah.
So yeah, we got into Tresor, and it was just the most insane experience. Like, everything that you hear about techno clubs in Berlin is true and better than anything you could imagine. Like, it just blew my fucking mind, to be honest. And I can't wait to go to all of them. But Tresor does feel pretty special. Like, it's one of the oldest clubs. And yeah, its kind of origin story is that it was opened purely for electronic music. And it's been trying to, you know, elevate up-and-coming electronic artists forever, and also it just kind of had the vibe where, like, anyone was welcome. And I think that kind of fits a lot more with Zach and my values. We kind of got to the point thinking about Berghain where we were like, it's just a bit shit that this venue can decide whether or not you're cool enough by their standards to go into somewhere to, like, listen to music. Like, music and good music should be accessible. Like, it's all a bit of a wank. In saying that, like, you know, knowing that we live here, I still do want to get in at some point. But we felt a lot better about not getting in by being specifically in Tresor because it had such a, like, inclusive vibe.
Yeah, also the staff were really friendly. I think they had the vibe of, like, oh, we really want you to have a good time. We hope you have a good night, like, all that kind of stuff. Whereas, yeah, there's definitely venues, and Berghain had the same vibe of, like, it's like you're almost, like, against the bouncer or against the staff, where they're just, like, you're like, you don't, it doesn't feel like you want me to be here. It feels like I'm annoying you with my presence.
Yeah, it feels like it's their venue and it's just like a privilege that they let other people in.
Yeah.
Very, whatever.
Which, yeah, no, that stressed me out. I think I haven't been as stressed as I was, like, trying to get into Berghain in a really long time. My heart was literally, like, beating out of my chest. And I was like, I feel like I'm gonna have, like, a heart attack or something. Like...
And we were stone cold sober, like,
yeah.
To feel that anxious, yeah, it's just strange. So yeah, but yeah, Tresor was insane. There was 3 different stages. We got to go to 2 of them. The sound systems were just, like, next level. Like, next time we go, we're gonna make sure we bring, well, Zach brought his earplugs, his proper, like, music ones. I had forgotten mine. And I only had, like, regular foam ones, and I really need to make sure I have my other ones next time so that we can be closer to the stage and not completely annihilate our eardrums.
Oh, even then, I think I need stronger ones because, yeah, the bass was insane.
Yeah.
I took a few videos of the music as well. So, and one of them, you can definitely tell how loud the music is.
Yes.
Even with them in at some points, I was like, oh, this is definitely, like, over, like, the ability of these earplugs.
Yeah,
so it definitely is.
Yeah. And the downstairs stage was super cool because you had to go into an underground tunnel to get there. And just going through that tunnel, just in that moment, I really felt like I was in a Berlin techno club. Like, it feels so amazing to be here and to experience this because, like, I've wanted to for so long and never felt like it was really in my wheelhouse. So to not only be able to experience them but to live here and know that I can, like, experience a lot of them is just, like, insane to me. Well, you know, providing that I get a job and can pay to continue going to these places. But that'll be fine.
Yeah, Tresor is also, it originally opened in the basement of a department store, like a abandoned or whatever.
Like where they would have
a
the
closed
stock.
down department store.
Yeah.
But now it's in a heating and power plant, so it's, like, really solid. It was really interesting because, like, each of the floors were kind of in different spots, but as soon as you kind of left the area, the sound, like, almost, like, instantly disappeared.
Yeah.
Because it was, like, just so well built and so, like, insulated. And yeah, the tunnel that you go down as well, it feels like one of those tunnels that they would have taken carts of stuff and like put them down like on rails or something like that.
Yeah. It was very cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
The underground stage also had like an underground bar, and that was just like hectic as well. Yeah, and it was all concrete, so like you didn't really have much reception down there either. And which, I mean, that just like added to it, to just kind of be in this experience with everyone around you, and that's it.
There was a lot of seating as well, so yeah, I just feel like it's the clubs, or this club in particular anyway, it's more designed to be comfortable for you to hang out in. Whereas in Sydney, it feels like the clubs are designed to basically squeeze as much money out of you as possible and then make you so uncomfortable that you leave.
Yeah. Also, yeah, because Tresor is so huge. Like, if you look it up, it's this huge old power plant, like giant building. There's just so much space to kind of hang out in, and because of that, it breathes really well. Like, I thought I was going to feel like I would need to go outside for air, but because it's such a giant venue, you can kind of just like leave the main stage, still be within the venue and be able to breathe. So you don't feel like you need to leave. And I think in that way, it makes sense that these parties go for so long because, you know, you can get everything you need other than food.
Yeah. People did bring in food. Someone had a banana at one point and I was like, that's smart.
Yeah.
Should've got a banana.
Yeah, the bouncers didn't really care if you were bringing in food. So I think, you know, because it was a big New Year's event, they weren't doing pass outs. So you can't like go out, get food and come back in. But apparently on other nights, they're more like chill about that.
It's quite normal to do because they're like, yeah, go get your food.
Yeah.
There's a lot of food places around as well. There's a lot of kebab places, classic.
Yeah. So yeah, New Year's was amazing.
And then, yeah, it's been a while recovering from that.
Hello. So we just got home. We took a shower as well. But it's 8 a.m. So we were out.
New Year's Day.
Yeah. We did like about 9-10 hours.
At Tresor, we got in.
Tresor was great.
Tresor is amazing.
I'll tell you more about it later. Goodbye.
And then, yeah, moved here. Yeah, the new place is definitely smaller than the old one. It's more of a studio. It's just a giant room. But there's still, like, room to do things in the giant room. So that's fine. What?
No, good. It's just... I'm just excited for the next place.
Yeah, it is a little bit further out, but it's really not. Like, it's like 4 train stops from, like, the middle of the city. It's just that in the last place, we were on, like, the U-Bahn, which is, like, the underground train, and the S-Bahn was, like, 10 minutes walk away.
Yeah.
And it had, both of them were, like, had a lot of different lines that ran through them, so we were so... On so many, we could reach everywhere in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Whereas here it's like 30 minutes.
Yeah. Which is still not too bad. I think, we were really lucky to be staying where we were in the first 2 weeks because there was just so many like eating out options. So here it's like, I guess the venues are more like, my brain is thinking like mainstream food, but I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it's more like pizza, burgers, like that kind of stuff.
Like pub,
is fine.
Yeah, pub food. But like Kreuzberg, which is the kind of more hipster, cooler area. There's like so many vegan places. We were there today, and it's so good. I got to meet with Rosanna today, who is an ex-teacher from Alex Park, my old school. She's been living here for ages, and she's, given me the insider look at what teaching is like here, and also what like renting is like here. And she's just super lovely. Shout out if you follow Buttwood in Berlin, Rosanna, you're a legend. So that was really awesome to chat to someone who speaks English and, was giving me the lay of the land of what it's like. So just really, really hopeful to land a job at some point. But also Rosanna was really good at reassuring me that there are a lot of visas that you can kind of jump onto. And I could just do like babysitting or something until I find a teaching job. I don't know.
Oh, we also are going to Prague for our anniversary
Yeah, we're going to Prague.
for like 4 days.
Yeah.
So we leave on this Sunday,
Yeah.
the 9th, whatever day of the week the 9th is. And we're also seeing Jeremy and Heather and Sophia.
Yeah.
So that'll be nice.
Yeah, we might be going out with them. Haven't figured out what we're doing yet, but it's good. It's always just so wild seeing your friends in a different country. So
Yeah, so that's that. I guess our next video will probably be Prague stuff.
yeah, we'll have a lot of video footage from that. Okay,
Okay.
bye, buttheads. Peace.